Hello, team. Art request time. Don't mind the oh no. The arm. Pay it no mind. Looks like we got some folks who are here. How's it going, Druid? I may not be able to attend as many as I usually do. Weekends are pretty bad for me schedule wise. Well, I think schedule will probably go back to normal next month, so hopefully that'll pick yourself out. I should take that reference down. We're not referencing that anymore. I'm 5 minutes late. Sorry, I usually have a 5 minute waiting period. How's it going, Corey? You're joining the wheel. Cool. Hello, Retro Kid. How you doing? If I'm ever going to get a request, it'll have to be the first request of the night. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to do two. Well, it depends on how quickly this goes, because we're going to have another gimmick today for this particular request stream, which is that I'm going to do these as though they're Inktober drawings. They're all going to be black and white. Which is great for me because it means that I don't have to do as much work. But it's also great for you because it's cool. At least I think so. So let's get the wheel. And we have Corey, we have a Retro Kid, and we have Druid is here as well. Anyone else here? Black and white, yeah. Retro Kid's doing good. Cool. New challenge, yeah, well. Also, I want to open up the floor. If anyone else is doing Inktober, I may be open to showcasing some Inktober art from other people. I was wondering why you were suddenly so prolific, but yeah, I guess just black and white does make it simpler. Well, being forced to draw once every day, it still takes me, like for Inktober drawings, it probably takes me this around, it's probably a little shorter than how long it usually takes to do like a finished piece drawing type thing, but for quick art requests, this should be a more streamlined workflow because it involves a few less steps. Where I think the rendering step generally takes the longest. Flatting is also annoying. So this, I don't need to do any flats, and no shading or whatever. I mean, there will be shading, but it will be hatch marks mostly. I might do like tones, but yeah. I thought Inktober got copyrighted by its creator. It probably did. That's probably why I have this shirt that was merchandised by them. The Jake Parker. There's no like, you know, that doesn't mean that people can't post things with Inktober in the name. That's sort of antithetical to the whole challenge. Flatting will become obsolete, at least for this month. As an artist, I 100% support AI flatting. That's something I would probably get behind. Although flatting is an entire job that some people have, like in the like comic industry. Certainly would make a lot of lives easier. Because all you do really is just you know, you're not really picking colors, you're just separating sections. I do a little of both in my workflow, or I do corrections afterward. It's a little bit clunky. Okay, so spinning the wheel. Okay, we already have it up there. Cool. Before I do that, just to support my own vanity, I want to do like this week in Inktober's past. I actually last year, I was doing art requests every week. So every week there was a. I mean, I guess I'm doing art streams every week, so I can keep people apprised of what I'm up to. But I think I just want to show Inktober Day 1 comparisons from all of my Inktobers to see the change over time. So I'm just gonna need to get some materials. New folder, thank you. Together, and then we'll do a spin. And it'll be grand. Let's see. This is my seventh. I think my seventh Inktober. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is my seventh. Seventh Inktober. Wow. Twenty 2017, 2018. I really didn't start trying real hard on day 1. Probably until my 4th year. But they've all, at least the early ones, all have their distinct stylizations. They've all started to blend together recently. They've been getting better, but not quite as cataclysmically. Sorry, I can't see the chat right now. Downloading things currently. This is 2022. One more. All right. 37 Inktobers to go. 30 minus 7. Okay. Here we go. We're going to do a quick run through, I think. This was day 1, Inktober 2017. It was done in a rush. It was very haphazard. I think I had just barely decided I was even doing Inktober at the time. And then I was like, oh shit, I need to actually do it. And it was like midnight or something. So that one was day 1, which actually is probably better than a lot of the pieces I did that year. Which is hilarious. 30 minus 7, I don't get paid enough to do math on my free time. It's 23, Druid. Get with the program. Okay. So that was day 1, 2017. This was day 1, 2018. The prompt was poisonous. This was similar in that I forgot that Inktober was happening until right before I started drawing it. So it was also very rushed and doesn't look very good. But it was better than the previous year. Like clearly there was an improvement. Where is, okay, there it is. You have Texas education. Well, I won't hold it against you then. Okay. Day 3, 2019. I liked 2019 It was, I said, do the thing. Do the thing. Yeah. 2019 was good. It was like the first Inktober I did where I was like, hey, this is pretty good. Doing some cool stuff. University staff has been going on strike in Australia. Because there are a lot of industries going on strike, major industries going on strike in the US right now, which is cool. This was Ring, was the prompt in 2019. This was like not a whole lot of effort went into this. Um, the phone looks like garbage. The hand looks like garbage. Doesn't look like it connects. Well, it doesn't, but it doesn't look like it even implies like it connects. The sailor uniform is low effort. The hair, this is how it was shading hair, and I think continued to do so throughout the rest of the month, which was fine. It was quick, but like, goddamn, it's lazy. It doesn't look that good. And the face is, you know, lopsided, whatever. Enterprise negotiation crap. I'm just not familiar at all with what's going on in the world of labor in Australia. Lovely expression, why thank you. That's where the trouble began. Yeah. Okay. And then 2020 I actually took it seriously and was like, I'm gonna do a good one. And I still like this one. The prompt was fish. Um the fish looked real nice. I drew that from a reference. The pose is good. The fishing rod looks good. I like even the line, the fishing line, as sloppy as it is. I like the hair. I like the face. The outfit I have a couple of problems with. One, it's shaded pretty bad, and two, these are supposed to be like overall waders. Shoes don't look good as well, but like none of my shoes looked good at the time. Those are supposed to be like sealed at the bottom. They're supposed to go directly into the boots. And this isn't going to do that. So it's not functional and doesn't look good. But the whole piece looked good. I was like, it's good, even if it's not realistic or practical. um 2021. Yeah, damn, this one was good. This was Crystal, the prompt. This was probably the first year that I had access to Copics. She's a noob fisherman. Yeah, she'll get learned up on how that stuff works pretty quick, I guess. Precure's having it darker, more mature elements. Darker storylines and perhaps Yuri. We can only hope. Yeah, this was an OC that I continue to draw. So I drew her in 2021, I drew her in 2022, and I have drawn her again in 2023. I think this is still probably the strongest iteration of the character, at least from a character design perspective. I think the lines got softened and more generalized. I don't think I've been able to recapture this face, which is too bad. But this was a great day one. It was great. 2022, I was a little bit disappointed, but I did go and draw a full background for this, as simple as it was. And I think my initial sketch of this turned out a lot better than this final rendering did. Additionally, I'd used my Copics to death the previous year, and when I tried to use them again, I realized, oh, they're all dying, and they can't shade for shit right now. So that's why it looks like a 3-year-old went and colored this stuff in with a marker. Yeah, but it was fine. Fine as a day one. The prompt was gargoyle. That was 2022. And then this year, I think I knocked it out of the park this year. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not sure I'm going to top this one. Hopefully I will. The prompt this year for day one was dream. And I'm not sure where this concept came from. I've probably seen a lot of things that look like this. And I've, done fisheye lens stuff before, but yeah, we got a character clearly having some sort of experience. We have the city above with a flying car and a crescent moon in front of a like a family Italian restaurant or something. I don't know. There's also a fire escape over there. That one's probably difficult to discern. But on the flip side, and I'll flip it around, we have nature. We have a mountain vista with some trees, some fir trees. That's all I know how to draw because, because they're easier to draw than like deciduous trees. I think. At least I think they're easier. Plot twist: those pine trees are in Antarctica 5 years from now. Ah! Oh no. And there's a waterfall here. I've been doing some water stuff this year. I'm not sure if it's working very well or not, but hopefully. We got these birds here who are, I'm not sure I'm totally convinced by them, but we have a full moon instead of a crescent moon. I'm not sure what that signifies, but yeah, I think it was cool. Took a while. And I also did a time lapse for it, which didn't turn out very well. But anyway, we look at the difference between, say cancel, day one in 2017 and day one 2023. Yeah, follow your dreams, kids. That's genius. I don't know if I call it genius, but it was certainly interesting. Anyway, yeah. That's Inktober. That was day one. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but my most recent one, I broke from some unwritten rules, I think, which said don't incorporate color. Which I've sort of broken that rule in the past, but this one I deliberately shifted the hues to make it more reddish and stuff. The prompt was golden, and I'm like, really? That's a color. You know? We're supposed to draw things which are ostensibly golden, but not make them gold. So I'm implying a sunset here, and sunsets are often described as golden. So there's that. The birds, we still have birds. And I've done this silhouette thing. Not to this great effect, I think, but I did one last year that looked pretty good, I think, but it was a different setting. Anyway, that's the most recent drawing I've done. This is the one I'm working on right now. So I'm going to have to finish this after the stream. That's why it's going to be... Is this even visible? Yeah, it's visible. Prompt is drip, I think. So there's going to be a pipe that is dripping. I think I'm basing that entirely on Stray. Like the starting area in Stray. That's where I'm getting that concept. Okay. You can see, cool. Well, without further delay, let's give the wheel a spin. Is there anyone else here who hasn't gotten onto the wheel? The drip. Goku drip. I was thinking about doing... Should have basically... I was thinking about that, but I was like, I don't think I can just pull something like that out, you know? Okay, let's close all of these. X, 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 X. Don't save. Oh, I already have this one open, right? Because I was copying them over for the thumbnail. The thumbnail. Okay. I don't want to save that either. All right. Am I on the wheel? You're on the wheel. You're all on the wheel. Let's bring the wheel up. We don't have the wheel up. There's the wheel. The wheel. Okay. Let's give it a spin. Just going for it. It looks like our first entrant, our first winner, is going to be Corey. Wow, the sound effects are really robust for that. There's applause, and there was somebody in the background just like hollering. They were very excited. I don't think I've seen that before. Anyway, Corey won that one. So let's take the wheel down. And you probably sent me stuff already. Yeah, so let's go check that out. All right. This is my Misho. Is that right? Shoes have some heels. I can see that. Cool. Let's save that. Get that up on the reference. You waited for months. What do you mean you waited for months? You could have requested this at any point. I guess you just have like a huge backlog. Okay. Where are my references? There they are. 10, 27. Wait, this is what day is it? It's the 7th. 10-7. Okay. Almost lost 20 whole days. I sent around 2 reps. That is exactly how many reps you sent. Good memory. Okay. It is a little bit lo-fi, but I think this will work just fine. Apologies, Druid. You're probably, I don't know, unless you want to really stick it out. We'll see. Maybe I'll get this done lightning fast. It feels more special to let one of my favorite characters be drawn on a certain occasion. I just want this to coincide with the premiere. Okay, cool. So yeah, the idea. I use a pencil for the sketch. We'll see how we like that. It's all right. Well, I appreciate you being a good sport, and if you want to hang out for a little while, before you gotta go to, you know, get a proper night's sleep or something crazy like that, I would appreciate that. Where's my glove? There it is. Okay. I'm not gonna do the speed run thing because that's too many things to think about right now. Hang out the best I can. Well, you're a rock star, dude. Not like this one, but like the one that you alone are. 1 second. I'm gonna grab a different canned beverage. Ah. Bottled the beverage. Okay. 50-50 shot seems reasonable enough. Yeah, we'll see. It's a coin flip. You lose out half the time, but half the time you'll win. All right. Let's... I can't see the reference super well when I have it like that, so I'm gonna bring it up on the big screen for myself. And I'll try and keep the stream up over here with the magic of Windows. There we go. Okay. We're ready to start. I'm going to start. Not going to try and get too fancy about this. Not going to try and reinvent the wheel. I'm sure it will turn out all right. I could have tried to find like spooky music or something. Maybe I'll do that when it gets closer to Halloween. Or just like the regular art streams. So, how has the team been this week? Have we done anything fun? Has anything exciting happened? Aside from the university strike happening in Australia. That's exciting. There is a... there was a writer's strike happening in the U.S. Until quite recently. They got a deal, or at least a framework down. But I think the actors are still on strike. That's part of a separate negotiation. Automakers are on strike. But only at specific plants. But the strike may expand. Probably will. And I think there was another one recently that was like on the horizon. Who else is striking? Oh yeah, Kaiser Permanente. employees are maybe thinking about striking or already have. Healthcare workers. Spooky, scary skeletons, funk remix. Yeah, we'll think about it. Stress? It's how you know you're alive. Or something. Nothing too exciting other than having gotten a birthday for myself. Well, birthdays are fun. Ate so much scrumptious stuff. Well, geez, man, that's exactly what I was talking about. That sort of exciting stuff. Happy birthday. Are you old now? Are you officially old? I think that happens at some point, right? One of the birthdays, all of a sudden you get the certificate for being old. Student loans got on pause. That's correct. There is a federal repayment plan in the works. The loan forgiveness plan was struck down as unconstitutional, but the like repayment plan, the save plan, I think is what it's called, is also very good apparently for students. Once they figure that out, where it's like, in some circumstances, well, I mean, you know, you have a monthly payment based on income, and if you keep that payment up for a certain amount of time, I think the rest of your balance gets like forgiven. Don't quote me on that, but that's the press I've heard about it. That probably will get its own legal challenges, but people seem to think that's on better legal footing than the forgiveness plan was. Help is on the way. 3 days to come up with $80, 40 in my bank account right now. Damn, man, that sucks. Thanks for birthday wishes. Yeah, no problem. You have a song suggestion for a Halloween music, spooky Halloween music? Just do this sort of thing. It's like, Alright, Bone Bunny told me that my loans would be forgiven after 2 years. Screenshotting now. Oh no. Don't sue me or something. LMAO. That would be so bad. I think the head probably needs to be bigger. But we can correct afterwards. Or, you know, like right now. Pretty soon. Just a second, you know? Sort of situation. What the hell's going on here? Don't call my chin a MILF. It's not allowed. I'm glad it's $80. I'm on the adjusted plan. Otherwise, it would have been 400. Holy shit! Wow. Yeah, I have some student loans, as well. that I haven't had to think about for, God, 2+ years, almost 3 years, maybe? Has it been more than 3 years? Like, how quickly did they shut off the payments? How quickly was that a thing that we didn't have to think about? I like the jacket here. It's like the sleeves aren't rolled up, it's just they're short-ish. They're medium length sleeves. They're not long sleeves, they're not short sleeves. So they'll come out in front of the elbow a little bit. I need to check whether or not my loan processor even has updated payment information, because my payment info has changed a couple of times since then. The album Old Heidelberg by Will Glahe, or whatever, and Beer Garden Music. I don't know if it's copyrighted. I mean, it probably is, unless it's from like, what, 50 or 60 years ago is the cutoff? I'm not sure. Is it spooky Halloween music? Or Oktoberfest type music? Oktoberfest, man. I'm upset that the Mariners didn't make it to the playoffs. Sorry, started thinking about all things October. You know? Started getting upset. It's okay. There's always next year. We're gonna get Otani. Just you watch. Okay. Cardigan is the word, I think. You got a button up, and then what else is going on there? Is that like does she have a camera? Is that just like a necklace of some sort? I can't tell. I'll just put a vague shape there, and then everyone will be happy. Deadline to enroll in the adjusted plan was the end of September, man. Oh, damn. Is it? If I was signed up for the forgiveness plan, do you know if that like transferred over? I actually don't like. I don't need the. I don't need a repayment plan. If I'm being honest, I will certainly be able to make the monthly payments I was making before. I am somewhat tempted to just pay off the whole thing. I don't. It's not a huge loan. I went to a state college. Um, and like my first year was paid mostly by a couple of scholarships. I took loans for my second year, and then my third year was I just paid for it because I had a job. long, elegant skirt. Maybe a little bit too long there. That looks better. I think my monthly payment was... Actually, I'm not sure what the minimum was, because I think I started paying what the minimum was when I first needed to start paying, and then afterwards the minimum dropped or something, but I never changed how much I was paying. But it was like $120 or something per month. Okay, then the hair. Lots of forehead. Much ponytail. I need more room. That looks alright. Probably see some ears. At least parts of ears. Ear parts are as important as full ears in my book. All About Ears, Volume 1. They were my favorite team. Knows absolutely nothing about baseball. Well, you made a good choice. He's a name tag. Okay, that makes more sense. A lanyard. I have no idea, and even if you don't need it, you should still try to qualify. That's a good point. Did you read my comments about the music? Yeah. Oh, yeah, about the... It's from the 50s. Oktoberfest music. Okay. Yeah, doesn't Oktoberfest happen in, like, both September and October? Yeah, what were they doing calling it Oktoberfest? Guess it's not quite as snappy as September and Oktoberfest, question mark. She looks so cute. Why, thank you. Salute your taste in women. Okay, I think sketch is done. I guess we can pretend we have the buttons here. And this is sort of some detail there. There's some ties. Okay. We can work on skirt details when we actually go to line it. Okay, so let's actually put these both inside this layer. The secret layer. I guess there's damn it. Hair tie. Okay, now we're gonna switch to the pen, which, as we know, is mightier than the sword. I'll probably stick with the same color, although I'll probably change it later. Okay. I think I want it to be a little bit larger. This is like a sort of a braid situation. Not of the hair, but of the tie. The hair tie. Try and signal some sort of junk going on there. It was uncharacteristically warm today in the place in the world where I am. And when I say that, I mean today it was, it got up to about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Which for October is kind of upsetting, you know? It's supposed to be like 50s, 60s in October. That's like my favorite sort of weather. But it'll cool off soon enough. I am cropping these shoulders a little bit. I don't like the hunched aspect that I had in place earlier. I don't believe I have any viewers who are like from a colder climate. I'm pretty sure everyone's from warmer, somewhere between warmer and very much warmer. It's probably an artifact since the festival was held before the Julian calendar, I believe. Wow, Druid with the facts. But yeah, that makes sense if it was that old. What the fuck's going on here? What are we doing? Going nuts is what we're doing. You're not coloring, right? Yeah, correct. I'm not coloring. I am shading. I'm not coloring. Drawing going well, I see? Yes, it is, Aihara. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh, wait, this is wrong. Difference is gonna bother me, so let's get that figured out. Skirt. I'd like that to be straighter, please. Awesome. Nice and cool. Sounds like a pleasant day. Yeah, I know. I know, man. But I was also doing volunteer work, you know, outside today, so I had to contend. I had to contend with the blistering heat. Goodness. That doesn't look too bad. Let's do the face. Eight noses. Wish noses didn't exist, man. Yuck. Come on, line art, work. Got both splash start cures drawn. Yay. Yes, whatever that means. Nope. It's the character. Either it is that, but that's cute. It's pretty adorable. Okay. I guess, you know, still have some details to attend to, but you're almost there. Earrings? Yes. Character's called Mai. Yes, indeed. Did I just draw? No, I don't think it did. Is it just the... No, there's earrings on both sides. Do you know what those earrings are of? Not that I can actually feasibly get that level of detail in here, but bird wings. Okay. At least we'll have a token effort. Something like that. Okay. Next layer. I'll put this underneath the line art. And the sketch, why don't we? This one, I'm going to use the same brush, and now we are shading. Very much like I would do if this were a traditional drawing. Actually, since it's a dark hair color, I'm going to do you one better, and we'll fill this in. Yep, not like that. Let's make this multiply. And this. Let's make this the reference layer. There we go. It'll look better in a second, I swear to God. Okay, and then what we'll do is cut into that. Maybe with the, we'll start with them. It's gonna be a little bit weird, but it's it'll work. Let's not do that. In fact, let me make the brush smaller. Let me use an actual brush. How about? You know what? This is actually not part of the hair, so let's get rid of that. I think it's looking right in the thumbnail view, so I think I'm on the right track. Okay, so that in essence is the hair and how we do that. So we could also do the eyes. So we'll make sure to leave a spot for a highlight. Now we'll switch on over back to the pen. And now I can start defining some regions here. Didn't finish the shoulders when I went through here last time. How absolutely goofy of me. Where's my music? Damn it. That actually looks kind of jank. I think we can do better than that. Also, let's drop the size of this brush. Jesus. Doing up some cross hatching. Um, man. Probably do a couple halftone thingies, doohickeys, and such to differentiate like the skirt and or the jacket. One of those will get a halftone, I think. A mid-tone is what I mean to say. And we will fill in a little bit of shade in these like pleats. Nothing too crazy. And we can't actually see on the other side of the skirt, so we don't need to put any like complete darkness anywhere. Although I feel like I should find a place to put that. I did under the sleeve, I guess. The pen's behaving a little bit oddly. Does that look better? I think probably it does. The opacity on this thing is fucking with me a little bit, I think. Maybe I should have a more specialized tool for this shading process. I don't know. It's not near as responsive as like a pen. It's just fucking frustrating. So I'm trying to shade it like I would shade an actual drawing, and it's too slow. Like it's not responsive enough, so I have to like slow down. Then I don't get the strokes that I like. That looks a little bit better. Let's drop in a couple halftones, midtones. Now this is a bit of a wacky process. I'm zombifying fast. If I stay up and get chosen for a request, or be able to get the request done off the air, so to speak. Maybe if I'm not wording it right. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant. Brain fart. If you get selected, like I'll do it. I guess so long as you're here, like for the wheel spin. Um, and of course I cannot control whether or not you stick around to see me do it. But you obviously will not be able to provide any corrections and or feedback if you are not here. And you won't be able to hang out and have a great time. But there are options. God damn. I think that's a fine halftone, midtone situation. Really have to admit, only black and white is cutting off your slack a lot. What time is it? I've been going at this one probably for an hour. To be fair, I'm sure you can tell I'm zombifying. You haven't been hearing my witty remarks for a while. I am so sorry, man. Nice, halftone. Yeah, this is, when I got the Copics, this is sort of what I started doing. I'm going to do another layer. Actually, I'm going to make sure that... Fuck. This, please do what I want you to do, is multiply, and not just normal, so that it actually works. And then we'll do one more halftone layer for the fuck. There we go. Jacket. Probably be it, because I think we're done with this one. The nice thing about these midtones is that when you lower the opacity, it doesn't seem to matter too much if you've gotten a perfect like coverage on it. It's just sort of like, oh yeah, totally, you know? When actually that was a really sloppy coverage that I got, but you can't tell. You can't tell, which is why it is so powerful. Okay, I think this one's done. How do we feel? Let's save this file. Go to the place in the directory. There we go. Your ink art would make great postcards. That's the first time I've heard that. You need a cool signature on the lower left by your ankle. That's how I would do it if this were Inktober. I'd go, you know. Actually, I'll probably do a quick color correction to make sure it looks more inkish. But I would go through here and be like, you know, my Inktober Art Request #1. That's how I would do that. So now let's do a correction layer. I think I just want to do like contrast. Basically. Look at that! Let's not adjust the brightness at all. And then make sure I'm desaturating it. You can't actually tell. It's funny. Desaturation, maybe increase the luminosity a little bit. And take away the paper. I know it's difficult to see, but you can tell in the navigator that it looks awesome. Looks very similar to this. Looks nice and clean. Yeah. It's fun. Like I sometimes jump on here and do little like sketchbook type things where I do it very much like it was traditional art, and they tend to look pretty good. Oh, that's fun. I've never done it like that. Um, Dedicatedly, you know, in such a dedicated manner. That layer does almost nothing. There's also the undersketch, which, like, you know, hypothetically we could keep some of that in here. Like, so long as we... I'm not sure how to mask this. Oh. So I didn't actually put a flat down, right? So I would have to actually go through here and go create a mask. Fuck. There we go. Take out the stuff on the edge. Other stuff that I would obviously erase. It's not everything gets erased or Inktober, you know. I might try to get a really clean erasure, but I'll usually always leave something in, and that sometimes can look cool. Does give it a little bit more dimension, I think, as it tends to do. Okay. I should make that a multiply layer as well. Cool. Gorgeous. Glad you like it. Maury, the word Bund means federation in German because it's in your name. Okay. Moribund means like dying or soon to be dead or something like that. Which is why my other pseudonym and the main one I use is Dying Rabbit. It sort of means the same thing. It's just more direct. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna render that one. Who else is here? Ihara, do you want onto the wheel? Oh, let's make sure to get the paper out of here. Or maybe we want to keep the paper. I don't know. Do we want the paper or not? I guess your guys' call. Do you guys think this looks better? Let's bring the navigator up so it's easier to see here. Do we want paper or no paper on this render? Which is just the background. If I were to scan this, like if this were an actual Inktober piece, it would look closer to no paper. Mori Federation? I like the sound of that. I don't really have a request, is the thing. Okay, well. If you insist, I will not put you on the wheel. If you're going to make an actual print, then no paper. I'm not going to do an actual print, but if this were Inktober, this is what it would look like when it got uploaded, because I scan it and make sure that the paper pretty much goes to white. If you're posting on Insta and DA and stuff, please with the paper, it looks better. Okay. Corey, what do you think? Paper or no paper? And while we're waiting, I'm gonna do another wheel spin. Prefer with the paper. Cool. I think I sort of do too, so we'll do it with the paper. Quick mirror check. Oh, you can't tell with the navigator up. That's funny. Mirror check. Actually, doesn't look too bad in the mirror. I think the foot is obviously broken, but like don't look. Not broken, just awkwardly placed. Okay. All right. Where the hell is the browser? What? Oh, I think it's confused because I divided it into two windows. It's so confused. I'll bring them both up. There we go. I must conjoin them. There we go. Okay, so it's down to Druid and Retro Kid. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. This one's gonna go to Druid Peter. We have a winner. Did you hear the... Are you hearing the applause in the background? It's incredible. Right, I was gonna render this with paper. Oh, right, I still have my own thing to draw. Oh my god. You made it. Okay, that is rendered. Bye. You can send me references on Twitter. Oh no, you hit me with another train, Ihara. The face train. Oh, faces I feel like are a weak point for me, so we'll have to do some digging. To do some digging to find some good ones. Shenhe. Is that a Genshin character from expansion? Oh, that's this character. Okay. Yeah, I never had this character. Eating a popsicle on a park bench. We'll see if we can accommodate this. The outfit's not going to be super detailed, as Genshin characters are, I think, kind of notoriously difficult to draw. But that's just, you know, probably gacha characters in general. What's your Twitter handle? Oh yeah, no, totally. It's on the thing. I don't, where is it? Yeah, it's on the it's not super obvious, I guess. It's next to my face. It's right there. There it is. Google Images would probably be the easiest. Yeah. Lots of refs. Got her to level 60 today. I'm so happy she has a sad backstory. Genshin is notorious for frickin' microtransactions. That is also true. I think your style should take precedent. I like your style, your interpretation. But we'll see. Where's a full body ref when you need it, you know? There's one. I mean, all the Genshin characters' feet look exactly the same. Everybody's wearing heels. Nobody's not wearing heels. So we'll just use this. References. There we go. What's the date? It's the 7th. Reference. This is actually kind of a large image. Can I, like... That looks fucking weird. This is a reverse image. Pay it no heed. Okay. But we'll have this up over here. Oh, you just sent some refs? Cool. Oh wow, you actually have some refs. I will put that over here. There's another thing I can reference. You know, you can draw a half body instead of a full body if you feel, oh shit, the outfit is too hard. Yeah, this one where it's a character sitting on a park bench is the request. So we'll see what I can do. Why is there no color? There we go. That's not the perspective I want. What are we doing? Okay. This one's a little more complicated, so it's going to be a bit more sketchy. we'll see if I am able to adapt to the circumstances. Vanishing point is somewhere over that way. Man, what the hell do park benches look like, right? Are park benches even real? Has anyone even actually seen one? Look, perfect, a bench, a perfect bench. Wow. Not gonna lie, for requests, I don't really like instructing artists to draw the scenario. That feels rude. If it's simple enough, I don't mind. Sitting a popsicle, yeah. Didn't think you'd go to super detailed with the environment. I won't go super detailed. I'm just gonna put the bench there. Maybe some foliage, you know, some maybe some trees in the background. No, I'm kidding. It's not too late. Could I change the request to just Shen? I don't want to give you extra work. No, we're gonna get there. Don't worry. Okay. It's just, you know, be prepared for this not to be everything of your wildest dreams. Which should be the disclaimer, I think, for all of these. But will you use your the music request? Because maybe I'll look into it. But like probably closer to Halloween, you know. I'll do a maybe one of the last drawing streams. I'll have a spooky music version. Own your guilt. You did this to him. Now enjoys who creates wonderful art for you. Wouldn't dare be disappointed. Alright. Actually said a different name because I'm using DA. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not Loki. Who's Loki? Both? What do you mean? Oktoberfest music is not spooky, Maury. Well, I'll look at it. I'll look into some Oktoberfest music. Maybe we'll do an Oktoberfest stream environment, and then we'll do a spooky one. I don't know, I'm like water over here. I am ebbing and flowing as I see fit. Oh, that's not the brush I wanted to use. Oh God. I don't know how to draw. I'm sorry. Forgot to tell you guys. Music and art. Oh, like an art request? Probably not today for the art. First one already took longer than I thought it would. This one will probably take a little while. And I kind of just committed to doing two unless things went way faster than I thought they would. And they have not. They've not so far. Okay. I need to make this woman taller. Because that is how things work. Oh, I took part of the bench too. I guess that's how things work. Shit, fuck. My lines. I start going for duplicate claws for the characters next year. See what happens when I'm gonna run out of ideas. I don't know what that means. No art? No, I don't think so. You feel terrible? What do you mean you feel terrible, man? You've done nothing. Unless you're feeling ill. I don't know. If you're feeling ill, that's a different story. I cost no, you did not cost anyone a request. I said at the top that I was probably only doing two. Probably need to make this head bigger, huh? Oh, what's this? What's this? The hair is disappearing behind the bench? Oh well. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, huh? I am feeling ill, but that's just because I'm not a night person. Well, that's fair. Duplicate clause means I'm gonna be picking characters I give you to draw before. Oh, so like, somebody I've already drawn. That might be fun. All sorts of weird shit starts flowing through my brain at this point. Maybe there is lead in the water or something. There's no lead in the water. What are you talking about? We determined that the water was fine. We determined everything was okay with the water. Obviously. Nothing wrong with the water. Maybe I want to do it like this. That means less drawing, and I think the pose is better. So let's do that. Or maybe the pose isn't better, but like it's way easier to draw this and make it look good. That's probably what it is. Okay. Let's look at our ref sheet real quick. Oh, what the hell's she got going on with her arms? Oh my god. Stuff. It's got some gloves, things, and then we got some poofy sleeves that do this. With some feathers, obviously. Got some feathers. They go out this way, though. Use your brain. Use your brain, me. It's probably as much as I can stand to do there. And we got a collar situation. Alright, time to start inking. This is gonna be a fucking mess. Too broad. It's too wide. It was too hard. Too crazy. This is technically a braid. So we'll see a little bit of that before it disappears. Oh god. And this episode of Dying Rabbit doesn't know how to draw braids. Has to reinvent the wheel every time. Oh god. LMAO. Oh, you're good, Retro. I think we're gonna have to get it off in 20 minutes. Hang in there. Oh, please don't draw the arm flex. Okay, cool. That's good. Prefer when she just has the opera gloves. Cool. Understood. Well, the good thing is I've only just done the sketch, so I don't need to even include that. God, this sketch is entirely unintelligible. I somehow have to pick up the strands, remember what I was trying to do. This is why your sketches need to be simple, kids. Is it just on her middle finger, that glove? How curious. How curious. How does this work? Like that? Alright. Cool. Okay, just gotta draw a goddamn arm. I can do that. I can draw arms, man. Arms for days. Oh, there's another arm here. Almost forgot. Here I was, bragging about the arms. Almost forgot. Almost forgot to do the arm. This one has the window, the thigh window, the hip window. What are we calling this? Get to researching, chat. We have some random ass tassels. That just looks weird. So let's not do that. Some sort of shape language here, obviously, is going on. I can ignore the tassels. I've already done one of them. I'm not doing the other one, but that was a conclusion I reached independently. So I guess regardless, I guess that it's good that we're in agreement on that. There's a scene where she double middle fingers Ether with these gloves. For real? They do that in the game? I didn't even know that the models could do that. Unless it was like one of the pre-rendered cinematics. I suppose they can do whatever they want with those. If you're able to get my request, that's great. It'll be quicker than others. It's not so much that like I just don't have time, man. And I think I've demonstrated that it doesn't really matter the ostensible complexity of the request. I'm still gonna take however long it takes doing it. So that's more a me problem. The fuck is going on with this bench, man? I completely lost the plot on the bench. Um... Can I somehow salvage this? I don't want the bench parts in here, but I don't know, maybe sacrifices will need to be made. I have to sacrifice the bench. No, we got this. I want to select both layers. I like that. Not too much bigger. Okay. Tassels is perfect. Not in the game fan animation. Okay, understood. You can ignore the rope if you haven't already drawn it. I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that are just sort of... there's going to be a lot of suggestions of detail, not so much actual detail. And honestly, if there's... at this rate, you can just tell me if there's any particular detail which you think is important, as opposed to classifying everything which isn't, because I'm already working on that part. So if there's something you don't want me to throw out, by all means let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Not put other lines in here, I'll just get in trouble with perspective. Already am in huge trouble with perspective, I think. Huge perspective trouble. Yeah, look at that. Look at what we've done. We got an entire vignette, right? An entire little... You guys are seeing behind the curtain here. This is how I do backgrounds. Like, this is literally how I do backgrounds. Maybe with like a little bit less frantic speed, right? There, look at that. Anything important get left out? I guess probably there's some hair bits that we don't have. Oh my god. There we go. Wrong brush. And eyebrows. Those would be good too, huh? Ugh. Honestly, you've already drawn everything I think is important. Fuck yeah. Maury, I love your art. Very nice. Thank you, Retro. Sorry we weren't able to get your request today. Maybe just the wave shape on the boob skirt. But that's a very simple shape. Also, I'm practically falling over this point. I need to get off. But please, I want you to know you're doing great. You're not in trouble. I really like this. It's not in trouble with you. I'm in trouble with perspective. The gods of perspective. Oh, like the, yeah, okay. I was drawing it straight. So more like that. Yeah, I think that looks better. Oh, I got rid of one of the seams. Okay. So now we shaded. Crazy stuff. Adjust stabilization by speed. That might actually be useful. So I'm going crazy, turn the stabilization off. That would be genuinely very helpful. Wow. I'll try taking that off to see if I'm not crazy here. Oh God, that's a lot to undo. Let's just erase it. Not sure if there's much of a difference, but I think there is. I think there's a difference. Perfect. Cool. Going to bed. Good night. Hey, good night, Druid. I will say 3 Hail Marys as penance. It's only human to sin. Sorry, that's Dark Souls. If just in case that was entirely out of left field. I don't mean to present that way. You know. And we get to do hair the other way. Hey, what's up, Retrokid? Don't feel bad about it. It's what stream request streams are for, after all. That is indeed the case. We're fulfilling the function of the stream. So for hair that is like lighter colored, which this is definitely lighter colored, I tend to shade it where it's almost as though the highlights, where you would expect to see the highlights, are shadows. So you don't do like a reflective streak, you do a band of shadow. I think it tends to look pretty good. And you know I'm gonna have to do a midtone on those, on these tights, these full body tights. It would make no sense to not do that. Other than that, I think the shading is like, there's not a whole lot I need to do. How do we feel about that? Could get this entire leg shaded. Doesn't look awful, I guess. Alright, there's more hair. Braids are certainly more complicated in that I do not know how to draw them. So, pretty darn complicated. You can also use this layer to sharpen up these lines. or bolden them, I guess. Engage in a little bit of historical revisionism with respect to the original line art. That's how I like to see it. I don't like that bit of historical revisionism. That goes a little bit too far. This bench, we can absolutely clean that up. At least we can try. So get in there with these really bold lines, you know? Act like you know what you're doing. Even if you really, really don't. Yeah, this is how benches look. Everything about this bench is perfect. Everything about this, the legs are different on both sides. What the hell is going on here? Oh god. This is real historical revisionism. Oh god. I don't even know what that line down below is. What it's doing there. You're going to do a quick sketch for me this stream or the next one. Not trying to sound rude, and when's the next stream? So next request streams next month, and if you get picked by the wheel, I will absolutely do a sketch for you next month. Is this bench? This bench is like one of those impossible shapes. It's like a Mobius strip or something, which a Mobius strip isn't an impossible shape, but like, you know, that sort of thing. The perfect park bench. Like, I could almost call this an Inktober drawing. You know? It just wouldn't be to prompt. Prompt today is drip. I could make the popsicle drip. That would be difficult to see from here. Oh my god. This path just doesn't line up at all with the required perspective. It's just not even real. Yeah, it looks better. If only slightly. At least it looks more accurate. Goodness. Doing a little bit of cross-hatching here. Giving this a little bit more believability. Okay. Yeah, have a good night, Retro Kid. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry we couldn't get your request. This looks great. I still prefer the run-of-the-mill posing request, though. Not great with the matching sceneries or scenarios. Yeah, I like to try and break out of the traditional stuff sometimes. So I don't want to stagnate drawing the same stuff. If that makes any sense. Drew is gonna be like, what the fuck did you do? When he sees this. It's like, I told you not to do a background. Too late. Okay, now let's do some half tones, mid tones, whatever I'm calling them. I couldn't hear because of lag. Yeah, so next week not next week, next month will be another art request stream, and uh, if you tune in for that and the wheel selects you, then I will absolutely do a request for you. But as of right now, I'm not going to be doing that today or next week or anything. Not sure if the background like detracts actively from this drawing. I hope not. I don't think it does. It's like you don't need to look at it. we were doing midtones though. In fact, that was gonna be this layer. I'm gonna have to merge this with the other layer. I don't need to. I can pretend. We can pretend. Make all of these multiply layers. Okay, that's nothing. What day? Next month it'll probably be on Tuesday again. First Tuesday of the month. So, I don't know, somebody figure out what date that is. So it'll probably be then. Okay. This is really going to sell the whole thing. This is somehow going to solve every single one of my problems. Not even just my art problems, just like all of my personal failings as well. Can you imagine that? It's the power of tights. Yeah. Let's do this though. This will be especially weird. This we're separating background and foreground with the extreme background, I think. We can take the elements that we want to emphasize and bring them forward. Which I think is slightly beyond the Inktober toolkit, but only slightly. Like, I could do this, hypothetically. in the same way that I do everything else, it would just take a lot longer than it just did. Okay. Almost done. Oh, well, color correction. Ugh. Art streams on Tuesdays. That's correct. Is that really how dark that is? Goodness. Up the contrast. Let's decrease the saturation. There's the option to include the sketch, but I don't think that helps anything. So I don't think I will. Okay. Time to export. There's some saturation there, I guess. I'm actually gonna increase the contrast and do it again. I feel like it looks better that way. With or without the paper, though. I mean, he's not here to make a judgment call. He said he liked paper. Do we still like paper? I think actually in this case I don't like paper. So I'll do one of both. All right. Okay, cool. We did some cool work today. I really like this one. This one turned out a lot better than I thought it would, and also didn't take as long as I thought it would to get the effect that we wanted. Very simplified version of the character. Today's a fruitful day. 2 types of requests. Yeah, totally. Looks solid. I think so as well. Background looks super sketchy, but like that's the idea. Man, nice work, team. Did some stuff. All right. Let's see. Next week. I never put out a stream schedule this week. That might be the trend unless I find some time tomorrow or sometime next week. Hard to do that. Next week probably streams the 13th and the 14th. Starfield on the 13th. Just art and chat on the 14th. Yeah. Any questions? How are we doing? Everyone make it? Let's take down the this is the reversed image. So you can see I did do the hairline correctly. I didn't do the mirrored version of the hairline. Everything's fine. I'm just going to be waiting to be tagged on Twitter now. I might be waiting a little while. I'm going to be going straight into drawing this for the next couple hours. Hopefully it won't take me that long. I'll try and be a little bit sketchy about it. And yeah, I think that one will look cool. Did anyone else actually play Stray? I played Stray. Stray was great. We're gonna have a cat in this picture too. I think this is the witch, my witch OC, but casual wear version, you know? Thanks for the stream today. Thanks for tuning in, team. We had a good turnout. And I'll see ya next week. Have a good I watched streams of it. Yeah, it was fun. You should play it. Unless you've seen the entire thing already and have no curiosity for it anymore. It's just fun to run around as a cat, though, so I think it's worth it. It's about 3 hours of commitment. Or, you know, maybe more if you're trying to get all of the hidden things. Okay, farewell. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you on Friday. Or earlier, if you're streaming at some point, Ihara. Okay, bye.